Okay.
Hello.
Wait. 3, 2, rolling.
Hello Filipino vines. This is Peter Coyle from the Lotus EATERS. Can't wait to see you on Saturday. See you soon.
Good.
It hasn't been that long since the last time we talked.
No, it was last year or
Last year.
Last year, yeah.
So you're now becoming a very regular performer in the Philippines.
I'm very lucky.
This is a good sign.
Well, it's beautiful, yeah. It's beautiful for me, and it makes me so happy. Very happy to be back.
Okay, so to you, when people mention the word Philippines, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Warmth, sincerity, love of beauty and music.
Do you love her?
The heart people.
Okay, so what do you think is the secret behind your music that it's embraced and loved by Filipinos?
For all those reasons, it's from the heart, it's real, and it's passionate, and it's about beauty and love and ideas, and just, it's romantic in not a corny way, but it is deeply romantic. I'm not afraid to be romantic.
So back then, we're talking about in the 80s, okay?
When I had hair.
When you had awesome, fantastic hairstyles, I have to say that. Okay, it's in the cover of No Sense of Sin.
Thank you.
Okay, back and forth, people would go to barber shops and have your hairstyle copied.
Yeah.
Trust me.
No.
You would see clones of your hairstyle in the streets.
Well, that's very nice.
Okay, so your music back then, when you were putting them down, writing them, creating them, was it more of a personal expression of your art form, more than it to be accepted and loved by your public?
Oh, you're very very selfish. We didn't think about the public at all. I know it sounds awful, but basically we wanted to we knew what we loved, and we wanted to try and be like them. Try and just because it's important to make people happy, but the first step, the way I see it is, if I like it, hopefully you will, and it needs to be real and come from the heart, and then and also not to be thought about too much. Just let it flow through.
Back then, during that period, the big thing was Michael Jackson, Cyndi Lauper, very American sounding music back then.
Yeah.
What was your specific intention when you created the music that's a little bit, veering on a different side?
Oh, completely. Having said that, for example, Human Nature is one of my all-time favourite songs, and there are certain, that spirit is unbeatable and is the real thing, and so that's my dream is to be embedded in that. So so even though the form may be different, even though on the outside the actual source of it is all the same. It's a love of music and a love of sharing that celebration with other people, because to be on stage and sing and with the crowd, the phenomenal energy, it just is one of the most humbling experiences of your life, because you realise actually they are more beautiful, they are more powerful, they are more creative than I could ever dream of being. But it's just this beautiful transference of energy, and very, very privileged.
I still remember your performance at the theater the last time around. You were beaming with happiness, and I actually saw a fulfilled musician doing his thing on stage. What was that like, being on stage and being embraced halfway across the world?
It's a gift. It's a gift. It's something that you can never take for granted. It's just something that you've got to appreciate. People can see when you mean things. They know, and it's just beautiful to be able to celebrate that with others. It really is special.
Okay, I don't know if you're comfortable talking about the other half of Lotus Eaters is not here. Any updates?
Well, it's just, it's heartbreaking really that when he's not here, because it's as much him as it is me. But it's just, being a musician these days is difficult. It is difficult, and there are financial considerations. So Jem has a good job, and that is a good thing, and I admire him for doing that. That's important. But I don't have a job. I can only do this, and so when we didn't release the album, well, the 2 albums really, it's I need to get on and move on. I can't be waiting and holding back, because I'm releasing something new every single month on Spotify. Every month, come what may, you know, and it's just because it has to be, you know, I'm not here for very long, so while I'm here I need to get the work done and do as much as possible, because you only get one life. In fact, on the album that was not released, there was a song called Just One Life, saying that very thing, which is quite ironic really. But
Will we ever hear it?
No, because no.
Have you guys stayed in touch?
I won't, please forgive me, I shouldn't involve personal things, but no, I need to keep my distance now. Enough's enough.
Alright. So, fans have always gravitated towards your music, and you know, it's always a celebration hearing your songs, and the Filipinos just eat it up and love it. When you were creating those music, did you think each and every song, It Hurts, German Girl, Love Still Flows, that it will actually stand the test of time?
No, but what is really, really interesting is, because I've been rehearsing like mad, I'm obsessed with my poor wife, you know, but so I rehearse like mad, and it's really because I'm writing songs, new songs all the time, but I'm rehearsing these songs and I'm looking at them as a 57-year-old man, at this young boy who's written these songs, and I'm thinking, I was actually, it sounds quite narcissistic and I don't mean it to be that, but I was thinking, that's actually quite good and brave, and I see what you were trying to do, 18-year-old Peter, you know, and I was looking, and it was really interesting actually, and I was quite proud. I was quite, and that's one of the reasons why. But you know, the thought of if I could just be here with Jem, friends, as you know, just old men who love their music and just want to share it with people. It's simple. Life is very simple. It shouldn't be about, well, you know, life can get complicated. It should be just keep it nice and simple. It's beautiful that way.
Singing the songs now from a different perspective, they're a bit older. Does the meaning change at all?
Well, that's what was interesting. Obviously, I could, when I wrote them, I was very embedded and lost in it. But looking at it from the outside now, really, it was really nice. It was really, really nice, and it's nice for me to actually be still doing it here now with this, because it allows the 57-year-old me to sort of merge with that. It's really lovely, and also my experience, because I'm used to singing live now. With, you know, I can adapt things slightly and just hopefully make it better.
You know, I'm sure you've been asked this many times. Was there really a German girl? Who's the German girl?
There was. Well, I mean, I was a big fan of Bertolt Brecht. Sorry to be boring, but I was a really big fan of Bertolt Brecht. And I just but there was a German girl in Liverpool who would walk. Well, she wasn't actually German. She just looked German. See, because with all artists, they play with ideas. There's never a reality. The reality is the feeling. the rest is just all ideas.
So she wasn't German.
She wasn't German.
That's
so
what probably is taken as racist these days.
Well, yeah, but also there's, see, I know, but see, I like freedom of thought. I think it's really important to be free and to think, and as long as there's love in that thought, I don't really, because I want to embrace difference. In fact, we had an album that wasn't properly released. I had a difference, the Lotuses, and yes, difference is a beautiful thing. Really is a beautiful thing.
But going back to German Girl,
Yeah.
you saw this girl, I write a song, create a melody.
Yeah, well, I knew her. I knew her,
Oh, okay.
and also, see, when you come from Liverpool, I don't know if it's like that here, but when you come from Liverpool, escape is really important, and to dream, and to have dreams, and to imagine, and so German Girl is a pure experimentation in imagining, and you know, it's sort of like you basically it's a love song, a love story, a love film with a girl who it's so difficult to explain, but it really is a kind of like it's a love story. It's just a love story, but it's said in a very abstract way and very unusual way, very filmic, because, you know, and poetic again. The romantic, the deeply romantic, and the love of poetry, and why the hell not? That, you know,
So people are able to extract their own definition of the song.
Hopefully.
What's the most bizarre interpretation of your songs have you ever heard? Like, first picture view.
Well, I mean, that's such a strange song as well, because it's highly sensual. You know, and if you see, it's difficult for me because obviously when I mean things, but a lot of people don't think in those terms.
Not in the same perspective.
Yeah, they have another way of seeing, and so that whole sensuality is lost. And also, for example, for a boy from Liverpool, summer that's the special bit. That's the bit that gets you through the rest of the year.
You look forward to it.
Yeah, but so it's the whole ecstasy really. It's the ecstasy of and in terms of interpretations, there are so many. You'd be absolutely shocked. I know I am.
So, you know, now that you're able to go here regularly a bit more, is there a specific effort for you to do something different, to tweak the songs a different way?
Well, I mean, for example, I've got a new single out now, and I'll be doing that. But the way I look at it more in terms of spirit. So I am going at it a different way, but with my spirit rather than with the form. And so it's to be honest, it's more about celebrating it with the people, because you know, it is so lovely when you see the joy that it brings to people. It's just wonderful.
What's it like working with Filipino musicians?
Wonderful, actually, very, very good. And I want to come out here and stay longer. I want to I want to record here, write and record here. I just need permission from my wife. But you know, if I could spend, like, say, just a nice 2 months, 3 months here, do an album, and that would be so cool and interesting, because I would learn so much from that. Because every time I've worked with Filipino, I've learned something from them. Every musician that I've worked, you always learn from them every day. That's what's good about this. You learn something new all the time.
So, seeing the culture of how music is in Liverpool and seeing it here in Manila, in the Philippines, how diverse has that been for you?
It's not that. It's very similar. A real passion for music, and that is wonderful to see, and gives me a lot of hope, because I know we're going through lots of changes at the minute, but if that love of music stays there, that will get us through all the differences that are emerging, because all music is love. It's just love, and sharing that with others, and if the young ones come through, get that and keep that energy, and just carry on going forward, and stay close to the music. The business will look after itself. Stay close to the music.
So I'm going to ask you to send your message to people who are just discovering Lotus Eaters now. What do you think? What message do you want to impart to them?
Well, hello first, and it's romantic. It's about poetry, and it's about feelings, and it's about giving and sharing that love with those close to you.
And message to all your Filipino fans who have followed you since the 80s until today.
You are so beautiful. I love you.
All right. Thank you very much.
I hope I didn't talk too much.
Oh no, it's fantastic.